I will be a president for everyone. I will be the president that also serves all the people who did not support me.
South Koreans have voted, and former human rights attorney Moon Jae-in is the country's next leader. So, what can we expect from the new president? Hello, I'm Anand Naidu in Washington, D.C., and this is The Heat. The Republic of Korea has a new president. Moon Jae-in won the country's elections with more than 40% of the vote and took office just a day later. He takes the helm of a country wrestling with economic woes and tension with the neighboring Democratic People's Republic of Korea. CGTN's Barton has our report.
Moon Jae-in, the son of refugees who fled the north during the Korean War, who became a soldier, then a medical doctor turned civil rights lawyer, then a politician, and now the 19th president of South Korea. His supporters began celebrating even before the votes were half counted, and so did Moon, delivering his victory speech in the square where protesters had gathered weekly, calling for the ousting of now impeached former leader Park Geun-hye. Like every new president, Moon visited the National Cemetery to honor the dead from the Korean War, a somber reminder of the human cost of conflict on the peninsula. Moon was then sworn into office at the National Assembly. In his first speech as president, Moon said a top priority would be opening the door to dialogue with the DPRK, aimed at de-escalating the current tensions and encouraging Pyongyang to abandon its nuclear missile program.
안보 위기도 서둘러 해결하겠습니다.
I will urgently try to solve the security crisis. I'll be always on the move for peace in the Korean Peninsula. If necessary, I will fly straight to Washington. I will go to Beijing and Tokyo, and if the conditions allow, to Pyongyang as well.
여건이 조성되면 평양에도 가겠습니다.
Other big challenges include reviving economic growth and reversing growing inequality fueled by high youth unemployment, low pensions, and a meagre welfare safety net. Moon wants to create more than 800,000 new civil service jobs, all of which he plans to achieve by calling for the government's budget to be more than doubled, something the National Assembly is unlikely to approve. Moon had been the front-runner in the lead-up to the election. He benefited from the fact that Conservative voters had many candidates to choose from and that his nearest rival had little political experience. Moon Jae-in was not the only candidate with a progressive liberal agenda. It was the polar opposite of former leader Park Geun-hye's, but he was the only one with a lot of political experience. And at the end of the day, voters decided that mattered. Moon Jae-in has made big promises, including reforming conglomerates like Samsung that dominate South Korea's economy. But perhaps his biggest challenge in the short term will be renewing trust in the office of the president after months of political limbo and a corruption scandal that landed the former president and the acting head of Samsung in detention and on trial.